much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off from the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, I got one lady. I got him. Check 26, check 26. Check 24, check 24. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Lucky.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready up, 54. Mike 54. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Come on. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. That is incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 64 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
On the counter, Ingram. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Coming to you, coming to you.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Here we go. Set up. Bang, 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 bang. Whip. Watch the whip.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
So we got man.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 56, right there, right there. You ain't going nowhere. 52, 56.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Mike's 56. Mike's 56. That's
Running running right. This is Ingram. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Ready? Hey, Lola. Black by 4. Guys, escape situation. Let's go. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Rolling to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 43 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Chiefs 14, Ravens 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Double tight.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught by Watkins. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Fight on these two. All right, go, Woo, Eddie!
Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Hey, Sunday.
Watch that. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 20-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson being chased out left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
53, Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Please. Check nickel. Hustle. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Not here. Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
We got to step it up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Mike, 53.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Ready. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. All right, G, let's go. All right, G.
Operating from the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Get one. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson dancing to Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Watkins that time. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Emmanuel Agba able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
53. Go. Come on. Sponge. No.
There's Jackson on third and long. Chris Jones getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
At the Ravens' 42-yard line.
Yellow. Go on, 80.
50 seconds to Mike.
Attack.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
50 seconds. Right here.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. What I call a pick, trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Mahomes now on first down. Caught here by Bell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
He's got 15. He's got 43, 15.
Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down.
Check 50, check 50.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Switch. Switch.
From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. He'll try it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Williams. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Chiefs 31, Ravens 10.
Set, hut. Get the flag. 54. Line 54. Get the ball. Check, 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 check. Hey. Let it go.
Now it's Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Now Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's going to be a long...
Again, it's Williams. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
15.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you're looking at.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jackson now. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And I think the ball's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Buying time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Here we go. Chance. Back. What?
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They can't hang with that. SOS. 53's the mark.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.